Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a very interesting exercise. A lot of you may be engaged in activities where you are required to send invoices or bills to your customers on a regular basis. But the problem arises when you have your database as well as the invoice or bill format in Excel, but you don't know how to convert this into PDF and send to your customers through email automatically. So I have the solution, but first do subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon. So guys, this is a file which we are going to use today. You can download this file from the link given below in the description and follow along. Let us first understand the data and then we will start preparing our invoice, which is over here. So in this sheet, what we have is we have the list of our customers, which are basically segregated by a specific customer ID. And then we have the first name, the last name, then the company, the address, which is basically the complete address. We have the city, state, country, postcode, and phone number. So although we do not need these things for sending an email, but for writing a letter, yes, we definitely need all of these items. For the inside address, then we have the email address, which we will need for sending automated emails to our customers. And since we are taking the example of billing system, it can be anything else, but for the billing system we should have a due amount and the late charges if the amount is not paid within the due date, and obviously we will have the due date and we have the bill date. So before we move on, let me tell you that I have converted this set of data into an Excel table format. So this is specific to Excel, and I have videos where I have told that there are so many benefits of converting your data set into an Excel table. For that, you can just click anywhere in your data set, go to insert and click on this table option, or you can just click anywhere and press Ctrl T. It will ask you to select the range. So it has already selected the range, and this checkbox should be checked, which says that my table has headings. Each column is specified by a heading, and then press OK. So now it is converted into an Excel table format. Going on to our invoice, we have this format. This can be different for your scenario. But more or less, we have all of those items which are in any invoice or bill. So first we have the customer ID. What we need to do is that we want to have a drop down against the customer ID, which will allow us to select any specific customer so that its entire bill is populated over here. So you can easily go to data and then click on the data validation. And from here you can select the list and press go to the source, and for the source go to the list and click on the column number 1 and press OK. So you have to need this ignore blank as checked, because if it is not checked, your drop down will have a long list of blank items which we do not want. So we have the IDs of customers. We can select any of the ID. So now we need to populate all of these items with the help of this specific ID. We can use the help of VLOOKUP formula. So equal to VLOOKUP, and we now need to find this specific ID. Press F4, go to your data set and select all of the items below your heading. And once you have selected, because this is in Excel table format, you can see the name of the table here instead of the array. So as soon as any new item is added into this table, it will get into that formula. So now we have to find the ID and return the value from the second column. So we need the second column value to be returned, and we need an exact match. For that I have written 0 and press enter. So we have the value, but since we need to populate so many items, we cannot just mention the column number again and again. We can use the help of match formula here. So all of those who are aware of match formula, they will be knowing as to what I am doing. But for others, just follow me and you will know what we want to achieve here. So we want to have the match formula. We want to find this first name. No need to lock it. Press comma and go to your data sheet and select all of the headings. Now you select the headings and it will say that all of the headers in this table have been selected. So if any new header is entered into this table, it will be automatically included into your formula. And we need an exact match. So instead of the manual column number, we have automated this with the help of a match formula. And now we can just copy it and paste it in front of all of the values which we have here. So this is so easy and so wonderful. So these are the dates. We will change the format later on. Let us first copy all of the items. So I just have to change the format and the format of these dates as well. And go to date. So we have our invoice ready. We can select any of the customers from the drop down and its bill or invoice will be populated. A lot of you must have tried the mail merge, which is linking data from Excel into Microsoft Word. But it had so many problems, specifically mentioning the formatting problem of different items like the percentage or the date or the values or the currency. But if you try to do mail merge from Excel directly, it will not have any impact on the formats. So this is the same thing which is going to be exported as PDF and then sent to the customer in your email. So we have it done. Now we have to write a code so that it is converted into PDF and saved into a specific folder. So for that you can just right click on your sheet and view code, or you can press Alt F11 to get to it. So you have all of these sheets visible. We can go to insert and insert a module here. Here we write different macros or VB code, and then we can link these VB code to specific button or other things. So for writing or starting any macro or program, you can start it with sub. So send single invoice, because in future we are going to change this code to send bulk invoices as well. So it has automatically written the end sub. Now we have to convert this Excel sheet into PDF format. So we need to tell Excel that we want the active sheet to be converted into fixed format. So export as fixed format, and the type should be Excel type PDF. So this is what we want, and we have to specify the file name and the location where it is going to be saved. So write this file and colon and equal to, and here we have to give the path where we want the PDF to be saved. So explore the folder in your computer where you want the PDF to be saved. Click on the address bar, copy it, go to your VB file, paste the path, enter backslash, and then close the inverted comma. And now we want to specify the name of the file. So we have to go to our Excel sheet. So here we have the customer ID, which is very specific. So it is in C6, and we have the customer name in C11. So these are the two things which I will need, and maybe in your case you may need the month or the year number as well. So we have the C6 and C11. So as we have already mentioned that we need data from the active sheet, so we can just mention range and specify C6 dot value So we want the value to be appearing here, and also we want, so this is just a space created, and then we can write again the range C11 dot value. So these are the two values which we want it to be appearing in the name of the file. And last but not the least, we want the PDF. So this is how the file will be saved. So if our code works fine, it should save a PDF copy into our drive. So let us save this one first, and it is saying that you haven't enabled macros in your file. So we have to save this file as macro enabled. So go to your file, click save as if you have already saved it, because we have to save it as Excel enabled file. So this is our Excel enabled workbook, and save it. Now we can go to our code and click run. So it is saying that there is a problem with our code. So let's see what the problem. So the problem is that we haven't named it properly. So it should be the file name. And now let us save us and run the code again. So the code is run, and we have to see as to whether the file is created in PDF or not. So here is our file. So it is the complete bill which was converted into the PDF format. So the first task is completed. Now we have to write the code so that we are able to send this PDF file along with our message to our recipient. But before doing that, let us create a button first. So we can just go to our developer ribbon and go to insert, and now we can just click on the button which is in the form controls and create it or draw it here. So let us just cancel this first and write the name send invoice, or we can write it specifically send this invoice. So this is the invoice which we want to be sent. Now we can right click on this button, assign macro, and we only have one macro. This is the first name which we gave to our macro in the module. So press OK. Now if we want to change the customer, so this is Myra, and click on it, send this invoice, and you can go into your folder and see that the item has been created. So this is for Myra, and this is the same bill which was converted into PDF. So now our task is to write a code so that the PDF created in our drive can be sent to our customers through email. And the email we are using is the Outlook for Microsoft. So right click on your sheet, go to view code, and click on the module 1 in which we created the code, and we are going to modify this code. So first we have to define as to which Outlook apps we are going to use. So this will help us, and so whatever version of Outlook you are using, this code is going to be applicable or suitable for all of those versions. So we are going to first define the objects. So first object is the Outlook app itself. So we are going to say that Outlook app is an object. Then we are going to talk about the Outlook mail items as object, and then we have my attachments as object. So you have defined all of these objects which will be used for sending emails to our customers, and then we have to set each item or open each of these items so that we can create the email. So first we are going to open the Outlook app. So create object. So Outlook dot application. Then we have to open the Outlook mail item, and we are going to say that Outlook app creates an item. So a new email will be opened, and then what we have to say that attach some items or the document into our email. So we have defined all of this. Now we are going to write with Outlook mail item. So we want this code to write the email address, the subject, and the body of that email before sending it to our customer. So with Outlook mail item, we'll start with to. So for to, we know that we have the email address in our invoice. So this is the email address and it is lying in C17 cell. So as we haven't defined that this will be an active sheet, so we are going to write sheets and we will name the sheet as e-bill because our invoice is named as e-bill, and the value is in C17, and again we are going to write range C17 dot value. So this is where the email is going to be sent. If there are more email addresses, you can refer to those as well. So guys, now it's time for the subject. So dot subject, and you can write any subject. You can even hard code it, or if you have the specific text in your data sheet, you can always refer to that just the way we referred the email address. So I'm going to write it whatever bill it is. Let's say that it is an electricity bill or some other bill, and give a space, inverted comma, and we can write electricity bill of, and after and we can refer to, we can just copy, instead of writing the complete text or code again, we can copy it from the previous one. So the customer ID is in C6. So we can change this to C6, the body of the email. So here we can write dear so and so many things. We can write the message. Again, we can refer it from specific text which may be in your data sheet. We are going to write dear, give a space, and again paste the complete text. We know that the item is in C11, I think. Yes. So the name of the person is in C11. Dear this, and give a space, then ampersand, and then again write it C, I think it's C13 now. So the last name is C13. So dear so and so. But the better way of doing it is that write and write VB new line, and then write and underscore. So I think we forgot to give a space here. So here's a space. Now press enter, and now we will continue to write our text. Your electricity bill So my attachments, as we have defined earlier, dot add. So this will add the attachment. We will just have to give the complete path as well as the name of the file we created earlier. So copy it, go down to your code in the attachment area and paste it the way it is. So this will add or attach the file into your email, and we'll just send this email now. So as we had started with Outlook email, we will have to end with, and then since we have an open email item and open Outlook app, we will have to close them first. So set just the way we opened them, we will close them. So open first, close the email item. So that is defined as Outlook mail item equals nothing. Then set your Outlook app as nothing, and at the end we will give a message box so that we know that the task has been completed. So PDF generated and sent to the customer, so that whoever is operating this specific code knows that the task is now complete. And at the end we have the end sub. So we have our code ready. We will first save it. Now we will check it first. We will press F8. So any place where there is an error, it will show us that there is a bug and needs to be debugged. Otherwise, it will continue to run. So our code is error free. There was no error and our email has been generated. I'm going to show it to you just now. Let us first see the folder, and so it was the bill of Idella, and it's created over here in the same manner as was for the previous bills. And let us look at the Outlook now. So as my Outlook or my internet connection is closed, so these are in the outbox. So if I open it, so here is the email Idella, and this is the subject we created. So it is electricity bill off, and then the customer ID, and this is the attachment. And dear so and so, your electricity bill as attached is due, and you are requested to pay by the due date, and regards, a manager. So this is how the email has been created. So go to your tools menu and click on the references in your VB window. And here you have to check your Microsoft Excel object library, then Microsoft Office object library, and I think it will do good. Otherwise, you can also check the Microsoft Outlook object library as well. So here is the Microsoft Outlook object library, and we have all of these checked. And now we can just close our VB window and save it first, and now click on send this invoice, and it is going to run, and the message has appeared that the email was sent to the customer, and we just have to open. So here is the second email sent to Gerardo_Vodka at Ymail, and the message has been generated for him. So I hope you will have liked this process. This is pretty simple as compared to the mail merge we used to do with the help of Microsoft Word and Excel. This is straightforward. You can modify it as per your liking, and you can add whatever you want to add into your invoice or bill. So do share it with your friends. And in the upcoming video, we are going to see as to how we can send bulk email to multiple customers with the help of same code but with slight modification. So till then, see you. Bye bye.